Hello, I'm Megan, and this is our group project, a game called Gnome. In this game, you are a grandma trying to stop the garden gnomes from eating your famous cookies by watering your cared for plants to keep them active and powerful. For this game, the part I did is the environment and main level design, some decoration assets, and the foliage. Gnomes and their eating animation, plants and their idle and attacking animations, and also the cover image. I'll talk about them with more details. For the environment, I started with block out the yard on comparison of the character size. I had a bit hard time on this decision for the yard size and the path length. We asked each of our playtesters about it, and also considering both visually and mechanically, and had this final block out for our main level. As our playtesters suggested, we made the path winding, and it looks much better. Along with the path, the attacking plants are evenly scattered. At the end of path is Grandma's charming house. The well sits near a corner of the yard, follows the logic of reality and challenging the player to manage the water levels. Flower beds dot the space between the well and plants, blocking player for a bit, adding a fun twist to the gameplay. Our grandma loves gardening and bakery, so I made the yard meticulously arranged and cared for, with colorful flowers and beds, and there are butterflies attracted by the flowers. The yard is embraced by delightful white fence, with trees and bushes adorning the edges. There are pots brimming with blooming flowers beside the house. Grandma's neighbors, both near and far, they know Grandma's cookies are the best in the town. Hence, there is a wooden rack by the door, offers an array of these mouth-watering cookies for her beloved neighbors. But unfortunately, it also attracting gnomes, so you need to help Grandma to defend. And I also added the post-process volume and played with the lighting to make it more cartoony and saturated, pleasing sunshine looking. In the tutorial level, Olivia's section of the areas for each different tutorials. So I decorated them with the small fans to guide the players and use flowers and bushes on both sides to decorate. For the cover image, I created another cinematic camera with a different angle, and it features Grandma, Gnomes, the well, cookies, and our attacking plants all in the same scene. And I also played with post-process volume and more lightings to capturing the essence of our cozy and sunshine game world. While I working on the environment, I also carefully documented everything into folders, so it will be easier to navigate, and the programmers will not get lost in my all of those deco assets. I also used one level instance for all the steps in the tutorial level, so it can be easier to edit. The assets of the foliage are from my personal twin stick assignment. The well is from my content creation assignment. We want to keep a low poly stylized cute looking, so I remade those UVs and retextured for them with a simple color. With Sophie's idea, I made this colored trim material for our assets, so we can keep the assets consistent and the documentation to be more simple. I also made the assets of our white fence, flower bed fence, a doghouse, and the wooden rack with different cute cookies. They all add the essence of how grandma loves life, gardening, and bakery. I also made the gnomes. I looked at different references online and decided to make a Santa gnome, a rabbit gnome, and a daisy gnome. So I created the gnome in Maya with big head and huge nose, and cute gloves and boots. Matt helped us on mocap and I recorded the motions. I added Manny's skeleton and painted skin weights on the gnome. And I cleaned up the mocap recordings and apply it on the gnomes. I did additionally rigging for the props like rabbit ear, Santa's beard, Daisy's flowers, so they could be added to different gnomes as socket while they share same blueprint and animations. And I made those attacking plants. We were thinking to make two different plants. One is shooting, one is melee attacking, which is more powerful. For the shooting plants, I immediately thought about the sunflowers, and it'll be funny if they are attacking with their seeds. So I created a sunflower in pot and I added rig to it, and made this swinging idle animation and a shooting animation. For the melee plant, we were thinking something like with multi leaves, and I thought that we could make something with their leaves quickly spinning with animation and create a attacking area with blueprint, and I think that might make the mechanic easier to code, and our programs agreed with me. So I looked for the reference online and decided to make a Christmas flower, which has a lot of leaves and as well as red flowers. And it would be nice to have a Christmas flower while we are having a Christmas gnome. This flower got a lot rigging to do, but I did it. And I also did the idol with a breathing looking animation, and also the attacking animation with a lot of spinning leaves. I also made the animation blueprint for gnomes and plants, but that's quite simple because they only have two statements. The gnome are either walk or eating, and the flowers are either idle or attacking. So I referenced the variable from their blueprints and use them to determine if they should change the animation. And that's it. I also made the watering cursor icon and this interactable water meter UI material. I was stuck at the first because for an entire afternoon because I followed a YouTube tutorial to make that. But I did exactly same thing, but it's just not working as they are. So I figured it out by tweaking the nodes to how I understand it. I created two waves masks to make them panel sideways, so they looks like a wavy water. And I created a mask in the center of a small area in the center, and a variable to control the height of the wave position, so that the variable can be used by programmer to let the player know how much water they have left. I also made these butterflies. It is a simple Niagara particle system. I created a simple mesh for one butterfly and generate them in particles. I also created our each page with our lovely cover image, Sophie's title logo, and lay out Sophie's cookies illustration to decorate. And I also changed the theme to a cookie color palette. Other than the screenshots, I also added GIFs showing our main mechanics. Those are what I did for our own gnome game, and I really enjoy making those. and I also very enjoying working with my lovely teammates. That is all. Thanks for watching.